What is up? We're back. We have Red Dead Redemption 2 versus Zelda Breath of the Wild. This is an interaction and detail comparison. And we're going to watch some of this. Probably not the whole thing because it's 19 minutes. But we're going to watch some of it and talk about it since we both had both games.
Yeah.
And some of y'all know my feelings on Red Dead. Uh, Great game, but not innovative. So I think it was overhyped. How do you feel about it?
I just like how much like detail they put into it, like the story, or like I've heard people say they get bored of it like really quick because it's kind of repetitive really, because nothing really changes. Like you shoot the same way, you fight the same way, or I mean I'm not gonna lie, I haven't gotten far in the game. I got to like chapter 4 or 5 or something like that. But I
Right.
just like how like they just throw in the details of like how everything's kind of realistic. Like your beard can grow at a certain length, your hair could grow, you get dirty, you have to take baths, or it'll affect your like stats. And same thing with the horse. Like if your horse is super dirty, it'll make the stamina go down or whatever. I thought it was pretty cool. I mean,
So he likes that type of stuff. Me personally, I have a very, very basic way of looking at things. Like I look at things in a basic way, and then I stack on complication because to me, especially when you're spending your money on something, I've always done that. With me, I see things like that as just filler, like things to keep you interactive,
oh, the graphics.
like like the beard growing,
Yeah.
having to take a bath, having to
I mean,
clean your horse,
that's like the only thing I really liked about it, though. I mean,
and having to feed it. All that type of stuff to me is like filler. Like that's just you do this because this is going to help take up time while you do the storyline. You know what I'm saying? Instead of your horse having like unlimited stamina to where you can just ride everywhere. Like they put things in it which make it seem all detailed, but at the same time, it's like it's really a filler component.
the thing that people told me between the different from the first Red Dead is the horses. Like the horses do not care. Like in the first one, like they'll care. Like if you're about to run into a tree, they'll move out the way. No, not in Red Dead 2. They'll eat the dang tree, dude.
Well, There's two horses. No, there's two transportations based off horses that suck. And the games are Red Dead Redemption 2, The Horses Suck, and The Witcher 3, Roach Sucks.
Oh man, I named my horse after Roach too. I literally did.
Roach was retarded. I'm guaranteeing you that horse was retarded. And
Was
I
that
believe the horses on Red Dead Redemption 2 are retarded as well.
what was the horse's name on Red Dead 1? Wasn't it Roach 2?
I don't know.
Or was it something different? Cause that's what I thought. I was like, I don't know where. I was like, I'm pretty sure it was Roach. Maybe I just got it from Witcher.
Richard, his name is Roach. Like he names all his horses Roach,
That's
and
funny.
that horse was retarded. And I believe these horses on
Oh my
Red
god,
Dead 2,
they're
they're retarded.
stupid.
They're retarded as well. So they're retarded horses. Any and everyone will complain about Witcher horses and Red Dead horses. All right, let's check out some
Man.
of this vid. The video is not a graphic comparison. To test the game's greater capacity for interaction with the environment. So this is about interacting with your environment.
It already looks the same.
Catch on fire on there like super fast.
God, this guy playing Link is dumb, dude. I knew they were gonna do that. Dude, they don't care. Oh, I've done this. I've done this on Red Dead so many times. My horses live.
I've tried doing that on Breath of the Wild for sure. Cause like you don't want to walk or go around it. You're just
Yeah.
like, let's go up, and you're like, nope.
Oh my god, I've never done that. Oh, his horse died. You already know it did. Oh, the fire. The horse runs away. Oh, he doesn't care. Oh, he's gone. See you, man.
Hop right on.
Oh, you can get the Ocarina of Time gear on there?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't know that. Dang.
Speed it up. He had to speed it up.
Oh, is it a bird? Oh, squirrel?
Squirrel. That's about the same.
Yeah.
They're not tripping. That one guy was though. He out. Yeah, the swimming in Red Dead sucks. Fish. That's not happening. Can't get it. Nope. Can't get it. Nope. How do they let him get it? You just walk through that stuff.
Oh, I'm sorry, partner.
We already tried that.
It's gonna eat a wall, dude.
Yeah.
You can't pick it up. I've tried that.
He's bobbling around. Ah!
I like the depressing music that they're playing, too.
Yeah. I like that. Testing the snow effect.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, they both clear the area when it blows up. It's just so much more detail. Ah! Tumble to your death. I think that's pretty even though.
Mhm.
Cause you can go pick those back up, and you can pick them up on Red Dead too.
You would think they'd break. Hitting
You
a.
would think they'll break, especially up against like a hard object like a rock.
Oh, we got one back. Oh, two.
Three. Really. All right.
Hmm.
So what you think about it so far?
That's a pretty good game to compare it to. I'm not gonna lie.
See, my issue with both games that I had, like even with Breath of the Wild, I didn't like how enemy types didn't interact with each other.
Oh, well,
Like how you had the goblins, you had the lizards, and
you're talking when you bring them to each other, they'll fight. They'll you try to get them to fight each other.
yeah, like I don't like games at all, any game where enemy types don't interact with one another. You know what I'm saying? It lets me know that the AI is like really, really just set on you.
Yeah.
So I like, cause I like coming in when two factions or two enemies is fighting, be like, I wonder who's gonna win, and then I'll just finish off whoever, whoever wins.
But if you're just gonna get in the middle of it, they're like, "Oh my God, there's the main character. Just
Yeah.
take him out real quick and just start over."
So I haven't seen it on Red Dead yet. Like I haven't seen wolves hunting uh, deer or rams or anything like that yet.
I might have. I don't think I've seen any either, actually.
I haven't seen that. Only time wolves show up is when they're chasing me for some reason. When
Probably
I'm on
because
my horse.
you got that nice meat on the horse, you know.
So that's the only time I've seen it. But that's the two things I did not like about both games is that I always want enemies to interact against one another.
Yeah.
Now, where Zelda beats out Red Dead to me,
Just gameplay in general, dude.
gameplay in general, but also the fact that if you think you're confident enough to make it to Ganon as soon as you get out of your little tutorial area, you can go straight
Dude,
there.
I've done that because you know how you have to go to the Lost Forest to get the sword?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. So I was like, okay, so it's probably like, the other games where you have to go to the temple and I'm like,
And
alright, bet. So I already defeated two of the bosses already. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go directly to the temple. It took me forever to get inside because those little drone things that kept shooting
at you, yeah.
Man, I had a sneak. Oh man, it sucked. But when I got in there and those, because if you go straight into it, you have to fight the last or the other bosses that you didn't kill.
Right.
That took me forever,
See?
forever to kill. Then after that, you go down this giant hole and you fight Ganon. And I'm like, whoa, what the heck just happened?
Yeah.
And like these two beams hit him. I'm just like, okay. Takes like a quarter health. I'm like, oh my god, there's no
Yeah.
way.
If you would have beat the other two, then you would have been able to
Yeah,
use
I didn't know
them.
that, so I was like, you know what? YouTube's a good friend, so I'll just like look it up and see what I gotta do to get the sword. I was like, oh okay, so I just completely just went stupid and just tried to do it like however.
Yeah. See, that's where I think the innovation of Breath of the Wild comes in at. Because if you're confident enough, you can skip all that and take your rusty sword and your little pot lid and go try to fight Ganon on your own. Go fight Ganon on your own.
I think I almost killed him too, but I think I ran out of like potion or like food and stuff, and then he killed me.
See, that's the thing I don't like about Red Dead. Like with Red Dead, you have to do particular missions because they move the story
Yeah.
forward. Like when Micah was locked in jail
And you have to use that crane to break
and
him
you
out.
gotta break him out. I wanted the option just to leave him there.
Oh, I want to leave him there too.
I was like, hold on. First off, you get caught, you get locked up. My character already don't like you. You know what I mean? I was looking for a way. I was about to hop back on the horse and just like leave. You know? I'm like, I wonder if they're gonna give me the option, and they don't. So you have to do particular things
It's
to move it forward. To me, if I'm thinking innovation, I'm thinking multiple paths to do stuff.
the way I see it. It's like I think it's because everything on Red Dead revolves around Dutch. Because if they're loyal to Dutch, you can't. It's not gonna let you kill them off. But if they're just like some random guy who's just nothing to Dutch, you can just kill him.
Well, that's what, and that's the whole thing. Because after you break Micah out, then you got to shoot up like the whole freaking town.
Yeah,
You know
which
what I
is
mean?
that's stupid.
And I was like, I want more. If we're talking innovation of a game, of a video game, I want options. I want to be like, Micah is out of the storyline. Like he's in jail. He finna get hung, and that's it.
And he just like wastes time just to go in there, kill some fat guy, and kill some girl, and just get his pistols back.
And get his pistols back. That was my problem. That's my problem with Red Dead. You're promised all this detail and innovation, and everybody who was, doing YouTube reviews was hyping it up. Oh, it's a 9 out of 10. It's a 10 out of 10.
There was a lot of dialogue in that game.
And
There
I'm
is.
I'm sitting here looking at the game, and I'm falling asleep riding the places.
I know.
I'm falling asleep riding the places. I am sitting here like, once you hunt the legendary animals and stuff like that,
Mm-hmm.
it takes that out of the equation. You can't do it over and over and nothing like that, or no new ones show up. So I'm like, okay, so that's gonna be gone. That legendary bear is gone. You know what I'm
I
saying?
know the bounties barely show up too.
Yeah, the bounties barely show up. Like I was interested in that at first because I had to fight that Joshua dude.
Yeah.
I had to like gunfight him. I was like, okay, that's cool. But then they're barely showing up, or Strawberry like, well, we're not gonna do no more bounties because it's gonna scare away, travelers and stuff. I was really just, man, like disappointed. Cause so now I'm thinking, what do I really have to do on that game besides keep my horse clean, keep me clean, sell pelts, or do these missions? Nothing. Why? Because there's no multiplayer on
My
it.
favorite thing to do on is to lasso random people and just drag them on the horse.
See, you're probably like those people I've seen in the comment section of games where like their bounty is way higher than what they have in money, so they have to stay with the bounty because they can't pay it off.
I am one of those people.
Personally, me, I have no bounty. I never intended to do the game with a bounty.
Perfect little angel over here.
I get bounties by accident. Like the control and like the interface is kind of weird sometimes. So you got to hit L2 to interact with people sometimes, and then sometimes L2 doesn't come up.
Let me say
Like I've shot the little the dude in town who you sell your pelts and stuff to. I shot that dude. I was just sitting there like trying to interact with him, and it was like pow, and I was like, and then the whole warning, wanted, you know what I'm saying? The whole town, I'm like, here we go. So then I gotta call my horse, go to the post office, pay this $25 for shooting this dude, and when I came back, he's back at his little thing with a gun hole in his chest. I'm like, you're supposed to be dead. Personally, because I see the gun hole right here. You're supposed to be dead. So the interface is a little weird, but it's like you'll be in the middle of nowhere, and me, I play the game how I would play real life. If I'm walking around the woods or if I'm doing something and you show up and you're like smart mouthing me or talking stupid to me, I'm like, I might laugh with you. I might shoot my gun at you if you're messing with me. So, you know how sometimes like some people are like, what are you looking at? And they pull the gun out or whatever. I'm like, dude, for real? I do that. And then it'd be like, witness. And then I'm looking around like, we're in the middle of nowhere. We're not even near the trails. Who saw me? And I see some random dude way off in the background, like, what are you doing here?
Ducked off in the bushes. Oh my god, just ran away.
What are you doing here? Why are you all the way out here? So then I gotta chase him down. lasso him, tie him up, leave him there.
Put him on the train tracks. Wait for the train to come. Just hit him. I've tried doing that, and a train never came, and I was mad. Like they take forever to show up. I think. So
And
I had them ready, dude. I was like,
I thought robbing a train would be easy, so I jumped on the train.
oh, dude, I got killed so many times.
I jumped in, and there was nobody on that mug at first. Like I was like, okay, there's nobody here. So I went to one of the carts, and I was like looking through this stuff. I'm like, okay, cool. And then someone was like, what do you think you're doing? And there's some guy in the corner with a shotgun. And I'm just like, well, we're about to shoot it out. So I shoot him, and then all of a sudden,
20 more people come.
want it, and then like all these dudes start bum rushing the train on horses. So then I run to the front, throw the conductor off, and like punch it, and, like, and the whole time my bounty is steadily creeping up, like creeping up, creeping up. And these guys somehow have the best horses because they're keeping up with this train and jumping onto this train to come after me. That's just my little Red Dead experience. Me personally, I would have waited until it got a multiplayer before I paid full price for it because it's not as innovative as people think. Like the missions, like when people show up, oh help me, that
Oh
type of
yeah.
stuff. That's not innovative to me because it's normally the same type of missions. Somebody's getting attacked by an animal. Somebody needs a ride.
Somebody accept prison.
So you gotta break somebody out of that.
That's
Like
what, I lasso them. Or I
them,
shoot them.
you gotta do that. And to me, it's not innovative because if you played Assassin's Creed, there was always missions popping up in your area. So they're just missions that pop up in your area. They're not really. That's not really innovative.
It's just there to give you reputation if you do it or not.
And see, when I watched the trailers, I was hyped for the trailers. I reacted to the trailers because they made it seem like it was just gonna be stuff like that. The world was gonna be really, really interactive. So I'm looking like this dude hanging on a cliff. I thought he was just walking, and hey, there's a dude on the cliff. Like somebody tried to throw him over the cliff, and he's just hanging there or whatever. Play the game? No. Someone sees you in town, recognizes you. You have to chase them down, and then they fall off their horse and they slide off the cliff. So that's actually something you had to do. I thought like how I thought the world was gonna interact with each other, like with itself, and someone just threw him off the cliff, and he's
Right.
hanging on for his life. And I'm just, they just showed him walking all slow and stuff. I'm like, oh, there's a dude on the cliff, like, oh, you can either help him up or let him fall or
I would
something
have let
like
him
that.
fall. Then I would have tried lassoing him across the like.
So I think I just got sold on false advertisement. I think Rockstar probably paid for a bunch of these good reviews from some YouTubers because they do that, by the way. I'm just calling it like I see it. I believe interaction, well, being inventive and Zelda is better
Oh.
because you can just go and do whatever if you think you got the skill to do it. Red Dead, they're still holding your hand through a storyline and they're banking on their story to be the selling point.
Yeah.
Think so?
Play Zelda.
I mean, Zelda's a great
I mean,
game.
if you're thinking about playing Red Dead, just be like, you know what?
Wait till the multiplayer comes out.
I'm like, you know what?
If you haven't got it yet, wait till the multiplayer.
If you have like, just if you have some money saved, just buy Switch and buy Zelda.
I'm saying Red Dead is not a bad game. I'm just saying if you really want stuff to do,
Play Zelda.
just wait until.
Hiya.
Just wait. Just wait till the multiplayer comes, which was supposed to be at the end of this month. I don't know how true that is.
Oh, was it really?
Red Dead's supposed to have it by the end of the month,
Oh.
but I hear the end of November. Then I also hear like February next year. So I don't know which is true.
Okay.
But just wait. Personally, I'm just saying wait. Anyway, that's gonna do it for this. You all let us know what you thought about it down below. I'm Nixon, and we are out. I say